Alright guys, good morning and welcome to this very exciting episode. Today, Tim is up in a plane with one of our friends and I decided it's too beautiful not to go for a ride. So, I'm on a mission to find a way to get to my favorite trail around here that's nearby because the access has been a little bit difficult and I will tell you more about that as I'm riding. But for now, I'm leaving the house and I have, I think, about 4 miles to get to where I can hopefully get on this trail and not have to drive anywhere because Tim has Tonto. So wish me luck, and I'll see you hopefully once I get to dirt.
Okay, here's a bit of a random one. I'm headed down to a little private airport, or I think it's public actually, but a very small airport. My buddy Ben, he's done a lot of things, but he has gotten into flying over the last couple of years. Got his pilot's license, bought a plane called a Mooney, and has been flying all over the place. But we've been gone, and I haven't had a chance to fly with him yet. And yeah, so I'm gonna go, he's flying to Tucson. He took off from Phoenix, Arizona. He's landing in Tucson at a little airport here very soon, and I'm going to fly with him.
Hey there, I'm Kelsey, that's Tim, and this is the story of our adventure. Life is fleeting, and we want to squeeze every bit out of it. We are wandering the world, so home is a bit of a moving target for us. We love finding the random, the remote, and sharing it all with you. So subscribe to get lost with us and hopefully find some inspiration to go after your own dreams. Alright, we made it to single track. What do you guys think of that new intro? You'd be amazed at how many hours it takes to put together something that's under 30 seconds, but it takes a lot of effort to make those kind of things, so hopefully you like it. I really like it. But, gorgeous day out here, and I'm excited to show you why I like this trail. Partly because of the views. If you can see behind me, look at those mountains. They're all around us. The Tortolitas over there. Back there's Mount Lemon. Let's go.
So, here we are. Ben, the internet.
Hello, internet.
So what do we got here?
This is a 1963 Mooney M20C.
Cool.
She's, you know, speed and efficiency, I think, are uncommon in the aviation world. The Mooney kind of, you know, she'll cruise 140, 145 knots.
Yeah.
And,
so it's like doing more with less, right?
Yeah, and it only burns like, I think you burn on average about 10 gallons an hour, which is like a Bonanza. Like you'll see Bonanzas around a lot, easily comparable. They're a 6-cylinder, right? And they got a little more power. But they'll burn upwards of 15, 16 gallons an hour. Yeah. And they may cruise maybe 10 knots more. Yeah. You know, so Moonies are really good about efficiency, so you burn less gas. Yep. They're a traveling airplane, really. Yeah. You can go far, retractable landing gear, things like that. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah. It's awesome. Fun beast. And so what engine is this? 4-cylinder air-cooled? This is a Lycoming 0360. Okay. So it's a 4-cylinder opposed. Yep. Carbureted, air-cooled engine, makes about 180 horsepower. Okay. So this one's in the Mooney, it's a constant speed prop, so you can adjust the angle of attack, the pitch of the propeller while you're flying. Okay. So you have both power via manifold pressure, and then you have your propeller can be adjusted RPM wise. Yeah, yeah. You can adjust your RPM. It's like the pitch of a prop or something. Correct. Yeah, exactly. But you can adjust that. So it helps with efficiency as well. So that really helps with driving efficiency versus something like this next to us, this Cherokee 180. Yeah. This Cherokee 180 is more simple. It's just a power knob. Yep. And just a power knob. And as RPMs go up, the propeller spins faster, but you can't actually change the pitch. Correct. Okay. Yeah, you just run by RPM. Yeah. Think of it like a car without a transmission. Got it. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So. But yeah, very cool. She's a fun plane, and she's been you know, she can go about she'll do about 4.5, maybe 5 hours if you lean it out quite a bit and pull the power back a little bit. But generally about 4.5 hours she can fly. So, how many gallons? 48 gallons. Okay. So this is the smaller tanks. In I think 64, 65. When they changed some of the designs on these, they went up to a 52-gallon tanks. Yeah. But still, like I can fly. That's pretty far. You got to go to the bathroom at some point anyway. So like we could fly. I mean, we flew from all the way from like Washington this summer, and only had to stop for fuel once. So that's awesome. It's you know, I think you're gonna want to stop too to maybe go to the bathroom and things like that. Yeah, you know, that's more of a limiting factor. Yeah. But yeah, it's very cool. It's a very cool plane. All right, I'll get you guys some shots of it.
don't think I've talked about it much on the channel before, but sort of like when you start traveling around the world in a truck, or you get into riding motorcycles, or planes is a very unique one, sailing, another unique one. It's like a whole world that exists, and I just love that so much. And I think I never thought there would be any opportunity to be a part of any of these more expensive worlds like sailing or flying or anything like that. Not that I'm a part of flying, but you start looking at the cost of some of the cheaper planes and you go, you know, it's feasible. You could get a pilot's license and do this. And then, you know, I was looking it up and talking to Ben more. You can fly into an airport like this. He did this about a year ago, right before we left to go over to Europe. And he flew in here, and then there's a courtesy car. So any pilot can just take it, and there was no fee. So he just hopped in a little sort of mini car that the airport owns just for pilots like him. And then he drove up to my parents' house and visited us before we left town. Come back, drop the car off, get in your plane and go. And that exists all over the place, all over the US. There's little courtesy cars, there's places to eat, sometimes places to stay. It's just like a whole entire world that exists and is very friendly, because the barriers to entry to become a pilot so difficult and pretty expensive. And so there's just not that many people in that world. So you can trust the person who lands with their plane to take a car from you, you know, and hand them the keys and it'll come back. And I just love that it's this unique little world that you can be a part of, and anyone could probably, almost anyone could get to the level where you can afford to be.
I'm sure this isn't a very flattering angle, but hey, we're trying new things. This is, I'm doing the honeybee loop right now, basically, and I think it's state trust land, and there's a lot of single track out here. And I've been riding here for a long time, and there used to be more access, and grumpy old people shut it down for no good reason. So now it's harder to get to, and that's why I was searching for a way that I could ride from basically Tim's parents' house and still get on this trail without having to do tons of road miles, because I hate riding on the road. And I managed to do it, so that's pretty cool.
If you kind of watch while I'm getting in,
Yeah.
for this seat, it's sometimes easier to just like kind of just fall into it.
Yeah.
You ever gotten like a really nice car?
Yep.
And then just kind of, before you sit all the way down, get your right foot in.
Okay. Kind of going in butt first.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna set jacket back here. Seatbelt all set down there, over here. See where you're saying about your right leg.
You got into like nice cars before.
I'm like,
come on, you go to like an auto show.
Hey,
or
haven't
something,
you
get a
ever
Ferrari.
sat in like a dealership, a low car even? You could say,
Yeah, any
okay,
low car.
how about a Miata?
Masters on. And do a quarter. Max to start. Clap. Backfiring a little bit.
Yeah.
So cool. What do you think? Does this look more ragged than the kickboxing flume? What's that? Does this look more ragged than the kickboxing? Not at all. No, this is immensely nice. Okay, I just wanted, because sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's kind of like the paint's coming off, like the trim is a little bit. I need to like get a new trim panel for this. Super cool. Man, that's cool. Fullest tank, undercarriage, gear down, gear light, mixture, full in, drop, full in. Coaches County, Mooney's their uniform is turning left base, runway 3, Coaches. Coaches County, Mooney's their uniform is final, runway 3, Coaches. What's your approach speed? 80. That's a Mooney thing. It's like they don't slow down very well.
Yeah,
there we go.
Nice and slippery.
Just get power out.
There's that windsock.
Yeah, I picked the route right. It was coming straight down the runway.
Yeah, perfect.
I couldn't even see that thing.
No, me either.
All right, we got positive rate gear coming up.
Entering Zeppelin traffic for runway 10.
Flaps coming up.
That must be Mount Graham right to our right, huh? Yeah, look at the snow on the top. I'm guessing that's Mount Graham.
Oh, yeah.
I only brought the GoPro this time, so I have one camera, a few batteries. So we'll see how we do here. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get this video that I'm making right now edited, but if we haven't already introduced our bikes, we'll do that, or we already have done that. But I love this bike so much. It is such a blast to ride.
I didn't know that was that big, I
Yeah.
guess, salt flat. I guess
Yeah,
I've never
me
seen it
either.
from the air.
Huh. Yeah, so you got Chiricahuas back there. Might have been snow on, what are those? Arrows, or I don't know what they're called, but. So funny, on one hand, we're covering massive amounts of ground. On the other, like right now, feels like you're not moving at all. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, it's like
Oh,
the
yeah, I see what
sensations,
you're
you know what I mean? No, like we're covering a ton of ground, but in the moment, with nothing near you to
Yeah, there's no
have a
reference
sense of
points.
speed,
When we were
you go,
going by over here, you can tell we were going quick.
totally.
Yeah, we're doing 130 knots over the ground.
Yeah.
It's a prickly, spiny single track out here, but gorgeous. And I think I hear a plane, and I wonder if that's Tim, because he just texted and said he's flying over. Stop it. I think that's him. Maybe. You guys see him?
Yeah, some cool ranches.
Yeah.
But starting to get back into a much cooler area, much prettier area. And it's funny, as soon as you get over here, there's water. Yeah, and then there's some trails that kind of, none of them on this side go up to Mount Lemmon. You either got to go up the paved road or around to the back road. But there are some rad little trails in here to explore.
Nice.
Giant flock of birds.
Where at?
Birds, right here.
Oh, thank you. No,
Yeah,
that's the call out I need. I do not want to hit a fucking bird today.
I know, right? And tons.
This is what we really like about the airplane. Like, Annie always brings binoculars.
Yeah.
Like, you see so much so quick.
Yeah.
It's like, if you were wheeling, it's like you might not see everything very quick. You know, you might only see one or two things, but you can kind of see a lot this way.
Well, it's like, it's the same thing you do when Google Earth Earth came out. Is
Right.
micro, macro. You zoom in, look at something, then you go out and you get to see perspective.
Right.
This is like, it's just the ultimate version of that, where you're like, my perspective of how Mount Lemmon is shaped now has changed forever.
Right, you kind of just see this, oh, it's a big mountain.
Yeah.
It's like it's so, much more complex.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm out of breath because I just climbed up a hill, but I thought I'd show you what I was talking about with just the views on this trail are stunning. There's a ton of saguaro as you get further out. Whew, gotta catch my breath. But look, just everywhere is gorgeous. And I can't believe how warm it is today. There are a lot of people out on the trail, although I'm still in the closer in sections. So I think as I get on the further loop, I'll probably see less people, at least less new people. There's a lot of e-bikes out here today, kids and families and that sort of thing, which is good. Glad they're enjoying it too. But it is busier than normal. But man, just look at this. Okay, I'm gonna make this into a very long ride if I keep stopping and showing you things, but that's okay. I have to say, I do miss having Tim on the ride because usually we stop and chat or chat while we're riding, and that's a lot of fun. So missing him, but also enjoying some time alone and definitely time out here. Back on the bike.
Yeah, we had a little tailwind. We were on a headwind coming in here, it took forever, but now we're at 145 on the ground, so we got a good little tailwind coming in.
Yeah, this is so cool, man.
Look at all the cactus. So pretty. Sparrow cactus, there's a lot of those out here. For Christmas, this is what Tim got me, this cool bell. So, yeah, it's awesome because when you come up on people, a lot of times people are listening to music when they're hiking or running, and so just having a little bell to be able to alert them is pretty awesome. And that one's a neat one. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's made in the US and it's for sure the smallest, loudest bell. It's great quality. So yeah, that was my Christmas present and I'm loving it. Okay, next up on the cactus tour, Ocotillo. See the big tall one over there? They're looking dead right now, but they're not. And in the spring, after the rains, they will leaf out and they are beautiful. One of my favorites. Here's another one coming up. So cool. All right, I'm almost to the end of this little climb. I've got one more section to climb up, then some fun downhill, then a little bit more climbing, but oh, it's so nice out today. And I love riding bikes. I've missed mountain biking so much. I think as I get older, it's easier to be afraid of stuff like this and like worry about getting hurt or whatever. But I think when you push yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, kind of beyond your comfort zone, that's when it's the most rewarding. I ran into a tree the other day. It doesn't look so bad anymore. But I don't know, there's just something that when you get bumps and bruises and push beyond your comfort zone, it's really rewarding. So I'm trying to put that in to practice, I guess, and keep pushing myself, because it's easy, especially as I get older, to just want to be safe and be comfortable, and that's fine. But I don't know, I want to keep pushing, I want to keep growing, keep doing better, keep experiencing life. I don't want to lose that. So it's worth the bumps and bruises, I think. Very philosophical for the middle of a bike ride. All right, enough stalling. Gotta finish the climb. We've finally turned and are going back towards the direction we came. We've made it around the backside of the loop. Still got a ways to go. But I just talked to Tim, I checked my phone. He has landed and sounds like he had a lot of fun flying. So that is cool. I love this stuff. I know it's not technical or anything, but one, it's just ever so slightly downhill, so while you're still pedaling, it's not as hard to get going fast. So that makes it fun. And then it's just flowy and tight, and you gotta be paying attention and reacting as you go. And I don't know, I just love that. It's quite fun and quite pretty. Ooh, tight. Tight squeeze between cactuses there. Even the trees are prickly out here. The mesquites have nice big spines on them. So you always come away with some scrapes and maybe some spines in you, but usually not too bad. Okay, one more stop, last stop to show you my favorite kind of cactus. I think it's a type of cholla, but I gotta look it up. But it's kind of hard to spot, and it must not grow as often. But take a look, it's really cool. I don't know why, I love this one. All right, got one more punchy climb, and not too far from the end. Here's this last punchy, loose climb. I'm in my granny gear. And we're pedaling. Just keep pedaling. Sure, it doesn't look steep, but it feels steep. Thank goodness for gears. We made it. We're still alive. Well, this is the last little bit of single track, and I will hit a Jeep road and get back on pavement. And that's not very exciting to watch, so I'll check back in with you at the end of this ride. Ooh, alright guys, we made it back to where we started. It was a successful ride. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's a lot of work to film while we're riding, but yeah, it was beautiful, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that ride as much as I did. And like the video, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, because that just lets us know that you like what we're doing and that we should keep going. We might have Tonto stickers in the store, so if you want a Tonto sticker, I'll put a link here and at the end of the video. And thanks for watching. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully next time with Tim riding with us. Bye bye. Get out of the way, bird! Get out of the way! Okay, cow. Hi, cow. Hi, buddy.
Super far.